most famous watches I think has ever been created in your
I
illustrious
think so.
career.
I think we can safely say that.
Oh my gosh. And when Robert has a chance to be with us with this beautiful watch, we always like to give you something very special. So the 6 easy payments of only $41.50 are gone at the end of the day.
Oh.
So
Don't let that happen.
I know. I mean, call us tomorrow and you can see the watch, but you're not going to see it at $41.50. And that is the most beautiful Sleeping Beauty, only Sleeping Beauty turquoise watch that we have. In your choice of sterling silver. And by the way, the rose, the silver, or the yellow you can get right now. But wow, that black rhodium that you introduced this year that I was wearing all during shoe shopping, that's so sold out that we're shipping it out on now in June.
In June, right.
In June.
Exactly.
So this is something that nobody would ever think would be able to be done, is to make a watch, and this is Destination Gems, in the destination for turquoise, and that's the Sleeping Beauty mine.
Yes, exactly. You know, that is so true. We've talked about how this all came about, Jane. Almost an impossibility when the buyer first called me and said, hey, could you do a Sleeping Beauty turquoise watch? And my first thought was, no, there's no way. The stones are too small. There's not enough material. It's not going to happen. And then it dawned on me to use our mosaic technique to create this dial. And the result, I think, is amazing, because I almost think of this watch as a vessel that holds this fantastic dial. We're going to get to see here actually the process, amazing process by which this is all handcrafted. You see here each one of these small tiles cut by hand. I think these are like little 4mm size squares that are cut. 64 of them are assembled. They're all sorted, as you can see here, by color. They're sorted for clarity so that we do not have any of the matrix or impurities in there. Each one hand fitted and measured to your watch case.
Wow.
Each one of those hand done. And of course, resulting in the finished dial you see here. You see those beautiful applied index over the turquoise mosaic background. I think it just makes an amazing effect. My favorite thing when this watch is on the program is to see you, the lovely models, wearing it. I saw you in the show before this. The peak of this watch, you know, from a distance, I think is its best asset. Like, it's just amazing, this shock of color, this shock of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and it's beautiful. It's over 1.25 inches, the dial alone, I think, in turquoise. And of course, this is all in solid sterling silver. Whether you take, of course, the natural silver color or the gold clad. This is 1 micron of gold clad,
That's
Jane.
real
So
gold.
whether
I'm talking
that
about
is
silver.
real gold when we talk about 1 micron, whether it's the yellow 18 karat or the blush rose, and of course the latest star of the show, the black rhodium, which was just so unexpected and such an amazing, amazing look, I think.
And no, I mean, if this was any turquoise watch, it would be a big deal. It would be an amazing value. But this is the #1 most sought after turquoise there is, and that's Sleeping Beauty turquoise. By the way, the mine is closed. And Peyton Kelly, who's going to be in our show tonight, and all our QVC buyers, they went out to the Tucson Gem Fair, and they said that, you know, in the place where last year they got like sort of a bucket of Sleeping Beauty turquoise that led to all the turquoise that we have this year, you know, for this coming year and into next year. Guess what they got? 0. He had 1 bag of a little bit that really wasn't what we wanted to use, and so we came home with nothing. So to be able to do a Sleeping Beauty turquoise watch from the most famous turquoise mine, arguably in the world for color, right? Everybody talks about the Sleeping Beauty color.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we know that Persian turquoise, of course, is gorgeous, and Sleeping Beauty is very similar to Persian, and it has that clarity, that super, super blue, light blue color, the clarity, the lack of impurity. It's really amazing, and I love all turquoise. But, you know the story. You know I grew up, you know, close to the Sleeping Beauty mine. My father would take me out there. He was in the business, so I kind of grew up around this. And I've got to admit, the Sleeping Beauty was always my favorite. I mean, honestly, it was just, it's an amazing stone, and I have an attachment to it. So I was really thrilled that we could bring this.
Well, and I love how you've given us so many personalities. So if you have this watch already in 1 color, thanks to a little over $1 a day on Easy Pay, I mean, let's face it, that's what $41.50 is, and that's going away at the end of the day. So if there's that May Mother's Day coming up, it looks
Yeah.
like the May blue sky, right? Graduation, some of the schools are getting out in just a couple of weeks, believe it or not, like that
Right.
early to mid-May.